Deshaun Watson.
Fuck him.
Man, this is escalating quickly, right?
Kinda. We'll get there. It's going to escalate.
I mean,
he's been all over the news.
It's just gone crazy the last few days, especially in Philadelphia. I'm going to lead it off with the first report that I saw last week. Adam Schefter was on Get Up, and he stated, watch Philadelphia when it comes to a potential Deshaun Watson trade. There's no team out there better positioned and better armed to go trade for Deshaun Watson than the Philadelphia Eagles. If there's anyone who can make a deal for Deshaun Watson when Houston's ready, I would watch Philadelphia. And he even said something along the lines, like later in that episode, that the Eagles would be instant Super Bowl contenders with Deshaun Watson.
He's fucking delusional.
So that was the first thing. Now, I mean, this is, everyone talks to Schefter. This is a national reporter. He's usually spot on with everything, but you don't know who's feeding him the info. Second thing, though, there was a second report right out of Philadelphia, somebody who is in NovaCare Complex more than anybody. Howard Eskin, right?
I agree.
He's plugged in more than anybody. So, and you and I know this.
Yep.
Nick and I used to be ball boys for the Eagles, so you see him there every goddamn day, like it or not. And he may be a pain in the ass, but he is plugged in. Howard Eskin states this. On the radio, he says, only 3 teams have the strong desire to make the move for Deshaun Watson. Philadelphia, Denver, and Miami. And that neither of those other teams have the compensation package that the Eagles could offer. The Dolphins just gave the Eagles their first rounder in the draft. So he says this. Based on the information I received, when Deshaun Watson gets traded, there's a 90% chance it'll be to the Eagles. 90%.
I think that's way too high.
90%, he says.
It's almost guaranteed.
He says if he gets traded, though, it'll be to the Eagles. Because he may not get traded.
He will, eventually.
So I'm gonna open it up right there. I mean, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
That would be so fitting for this franchise after the last 2 years of just questionable, dumb moves. I want nothing to do with Deshaun Watson.
Tell me why.
Number one, there's way too many Asian massage parlors in South Philadelphia for him to control his ass. That's number one. Could you see him sitting in his condo bored at 2 a.m. Going on Race Street? He has no chance. That's number one. Number two, the cold hard truth. He ain't that fucking special.
Oh. All right. He's a
as
very,
a person
very
or a
good
player?
Yeah, he's a good player. Absolutely.
As a person or a player?
Well, as a person, I think he's a pile of shit. As a player, he's good, but I don't think he's changing your franchise. I don't. He's 28 and 25 as a starting quarterback.
But he was with the Texans, though.
Fuck's that mean? He had D-Hop.
Yeah, but he also got traded last year. And he had nobody. He was throwing to Randall Cobb.
Bro.
That defense was arguably the worst in the NFL.
It was brutal. They had no running game. They had David Johnson and Duke Johnson.
But the other years, he had D-Hop.
Yeah. And,
he led 24.
And they went to the playoffs.
He never won a playoff game.
Never won a playoff game, but they went to the playoffs.
They did, yeah, of course.
So where do you think his destination is best?
I mean,
well, here, hold that thought, because Mike, I have to enlighten you here on how great of a year he had last year. Let me educate you.
That's education, please do it.
Deshaun Watson's ranks in the NFL last year: 3rd in completion percentage, 2nd in passing yards per game, 1st in passing yards per attempt, tied for 3rd in touchdown to interception ratio with 33-7. Phenomenal. 2nd in passer rating with 112.4. Mm-hmm. Outstanding.
But
yeah,
it could be garbage time.
And like you said, Nick, that's with garbage receivers and all that shit.
It is, though, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, and you were just saying that. Now, if I come up here and I say those same exact stats for somebody like Dak Prescott, it's, well, his defense was trash. His team was always falling behind. Of course he's got all those things. He's got all those yardage. He's got this. He's got that because he was playing from behind. But with somebody like Deshaun Watson, because we go off of narratives, it's, man, this guy, he's revolutionary. He's going to do everything for us. I'm just not buying it.
No, I'm with you on that. 100%. Everything you just said is what
it's 100%
I believe
true.
in too. Yeah.
I just look at it and I'm just like, First of all, it makes the Jalen Hurts pick even worse.
Uh-huh.
It makes that pick even worse.
Uh-huh.
And if they're gonna keep Jalen Hurts, again, I feel bad for Jalen Hurts. You're doing the same exact thing with Deshaun Watson that you did with Carson Wentz.
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, like, I don't know if the Eagles actually believe in him. But then again, it's confusing because they traded Wentz because they wanted.
Well, it's not
Hurts
even that. If you don't believe in him, why did you draft him in the second round? And I don't want to hear, they stole him from the Cowboys. What was the point of that? Let him go sit behind Dak Prescott. Let him go sit behind Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has 3-4 bad games or garbage time games. Let now the Cowboys have that pressure of, do we bench Dak Prescott? And Dak Prescott wasn't paid last year. Dak Prescott didn't get
I think
played
their
till now.
full-on intention was to draft him and move on from Dak. They did not want to pay him. They had to, though. They had to after there was no other options.
They were handcuffed. They
That
had
was
to pay
it.
him.
They should have paid him
But
before.
last year,
No, I agree with that.
I think the intention was they really wanted Jalen Hurts as their franchise quarterback.
Who?
Dallas.
Dallas? Okay.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, one way or the other. But, I mean, as for, like, the whole Deshaun Watson to the Eagles, dude, I am a hard no. Like, I want nothing to do with him. Like, I'd be more enticed to sit there next year and root for Jalen Hurts because I don't think Jalen Hurts is a bad person or a bad player. I am just fed up with the franchise because of the way they handle shit. And now you have all these rumors circling. Oh, my God, 90% chance he gets traded. If he does, he's going to the Eagles. How do you think that feels to Jalen Hurts? You fucked up Carson Wentz's mentals. Now you're going to do it to the same. You're doing it the same thing with a rookie head coach. You have a rookie stud wide receiver. You're doing the same exact thing. Howie Roseman's a fucking weasel. It's been sent from Orlando Scandrick. I mean, I hate him, but Orlando Scandrick
He's
said
a
it.
fucking weasel.
Yeah, but it's been constantly said that Howie Roseman is like that he's just fake. So I don't get that. I want nothing to do with him. You drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round. See
When
what
you
got.
had Carson
Yeah,
Wentz.
see what you got. See what you got. Don't do that.
Well,
Like
here,
that-
let me tell you guys one thing. They still haven't named Jalen Hurts the starter.
I don't know how
they're
much I
actually-
look into that. Though.
I don't look into it because it's just
So
more
you
for
think-
competition purposes.
Do you
That's
think
all
it's
it is.
meaningful though?
Yeah.
However, I
That's a vote
disagree
of
with
confidence.
that because here's the thing: if you're going into the season, you're saying it's an open competition, and you actually believe that, and the open competition is with fucking Joe Flacco, you got serious problems.
That's why I don't believe it. It's just more of a competitive thing.
I mean, to me, if you're
play your
moving,
best.
if you're moving on from Carson Wentz, you're basically like that should be with the intention that you're anointing Jalen Hurts the starter. You should be naming him the starter as a vote of confidence.
He's our starter.
Even if he
We're
was
moving
fucking
for-
garbage in camp,
We're moving
give him
forward
some
with Jalen Hurts.
confidence.
I disagree.
But
Earn your
that's the thing.
stripes.
But I mean, like I hear you on that, and I agree with that. But like, to me, it just makes it seem like the Eagles were never all in on him, which, like Mike says, it doesn't make any sense why you draft him and fuck up your franchise quarterback. Because I'm still not over the Carson Wentz trade. I'm not.
Yeah.
I wanted him here. He's a
my-
franchise quarterback. Last year was a shit show. I get it. But he's a franchise quarterback. I mean, he was an elite quarterback every single season as an Eagle except for last year. He literally, 2 years ago, carried a practice squad team to the playoffs.
I was just getting ready to say this. 2 years ago, he carries Greg Ward. I can't even think of the other guys' names right off the top of my head. But he carries that bum team to the playoffs, and he gets rewarded with them shoring up his backup. They trade him the following offseason, and now the guy that you drafted in the second round, you're going to reward him with, oh, by the way, we're bringing in Deshaun Watson.
And mind you, they just handed him the giant contract right there. What was the point of drafting Jalen Hurts?
It makes no sense.
And I was a Jalen Hurts fan. I would have loved to have him. I was hoping like third round. That's the kind of guy that I would love to have. You don't
Even
mind it?
that was too high, though,
Third,
for me.
well, that is too high given the Eagles situation, but you could
okay,
be comfortable drafting a backup in the third round. Second round and up, those are starters. Those
are
are
impact
starting
players.
caliber players.
Impact players.
So back to the question, though. I mean, I have to add one more thing. The speculation is not just that the Eagles could make this move, but they could make it before this season. So that's where it gets real interesting. That's where it gets real interesting because Deshaun Watson's case, the cases are still not like closed.
He
They're-
has
he's
to
got-
serve some type of suspension. I mean, they did it to Zeke,
He's going to get a suspension.
He has to.
Unquestionably.
and it has to be lengthy.
It
If
doesn't
any
make
of that
any
stuff
sense,
comes
though.
out as, I mean, here's the thing. I think, I don't know to the extent, but there is truth within 20 of those women saying what happened. There is some type of truth there. How deep or how much it is, I don't know. Nobody knows.
Well, there's some people trying to say that the Texans front office and the owner are trying to sink them, basically. They're trying to shit on them as much as possible. Even if there is some truth, they're taking it to the next level.
I don't believe that, though, because now they're saying we're starting at 3 first-round picks.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so you just did that whole smear campaign.
So it's weird because obviously when there's 22 women involved and now another 2, so there's 22 civil cases, and we're not going to go deep into what's being talked about. I'm sure we're going to hear details, and we don't know the truth yet. Innocent until proven guilty. But there's 22 civil cases, and then there were another 10 criminal charges filed. 8 of the women were included in the civil case, and there's 2 new women in this. So there's 24 total women now involved. So, I mean, it's not a good look, and it's a really dicey situation. If you're the Eagles or any other team right now, I don't see how you could dive in right now. I can't possibly invest my future in the guy without knowing if he's going to be in jail.
Bro,
this guy may be in jail.
He makes $40 million a year. And
well, he will be.
Yeah, he's going to make $40 million a year and was going to a massage parlor for a hand job.
It don't make any sense.
I'm gonna
this,
be
this
honest.
is a guy
Crazy,
who
dude.
everyone thought was the highest of characters, too. So
I think all of this is bullshit because 1, you have the cases. 2, they have Jalen Hurts. 3, he's got to come in and learn a whole new playbook, a whole new system. And 4, he's got to get the respect from his teammates
so
in a new locker room.
You're saying the
Come
trade,
on, what are we talking about?
You're saying the
Don't
trade,
make any sense.
To clarify, you're saying the trade scenario is bullshit.
For
right?
the
Yeah,
Eagles, it
yeah.
doesn't make any sense at all.
If they give up 3 first-round picks, Jalen Hurts, and something else, dude, I will laugh
But you're
hysterically.
saying right now, correct?
Right now.
Because there's
Does not make any
ways.
sense.
There's 2 ways we got to break this down. I'll tell you why this matters. This year, Deshaun Watson's cap hit is $16 million. So if you're the Eagles and you're basically just barely over the cap now after the Steven Nelson signing, which we're going to talk about on Friday's episode. You know, I guess prior to moving Zach Ertz, which is likely what's going to happen. I know that there's people saying he might stay now, but likely that $8 million is coming off the books, and then you restructure a contract or 2. The hypothetical thought is if you get Deshaun Watson now, first, you may be able to get a discount because, A, the Eagles have the most to bargain with. They're probably going to have 3 first-round picks next year. Likely the Wentz pick is going to convert to a first-round pick.
Build your team.
So the second thing is that if you're making the move, you want to do it now, and you'll be able to fit them under the cap better because next year is when it goes up to $40 million, and then you got to start shedding contracts, maybe trade a player or 2 away. I mean, I've even seen Fletcher Cox's name floating around just because of his giant cap hit. It's going to be like $22 million. So the way that people, like, I guess maybe the way the Eagles are looking at it is, hey, we go in now. It's almost like a Michael Vick situation. It's going to look ugly in the beginning, but maybe he can redeem himself. And this is assuming the Eagles know, like, they've done their investigation. They know what's going on here. And they take a flyer thinking that there's going to be a settlement to all these cases. Maybe they don't have to pay as much in compensation, just because they have the most to offer. Like, even if let's just compare to the 2 teams that Eskin was saying, Denver and Miami, they have 2 first rounders, I think. And that's like, when I say that, I mean I don't even know what their first rounders are for this current year. But let's just say the starting price is 2 first rounders, and the Eagles have 2 plus the extra 1 that'll convert over.
That's if.
But the Eagles also have a quarterback to give. I mean, you could also say Miami in that case would have a quarterback to give that if they're not sold on Tua, but
They're not. That's why they're in
And
they're
so
in
the
the
Denver,
Eagles,
'cause of
the
Drew
Eagles
Lock,
hold
yeah.
the leverage is all I'm trying to say. Like, because then they can talk about other picks, knowing that they have a 3rd first rounder in tail. You know, like, so that maybe they want to throw out a 2nd rounder on top of that or something. I mean, the speculation is it's going to take 3 high picks, 5 picks total, and a player is what the Texans were supposedly seeking. And there's no way in hell they're going to get that.
He's not
There's
worth
no
that.
way.
So are you
Well,
on
he
board
would
with
be-
this?
No. Right now, no. I 100% agree with you. 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 100% agree with you like put me on record, I wouldn't do it until I know for a fact that he's cleared, because I don't think anyone else is going to go for him right now.
All right, I was about to say 'cause I was
However-
going to have to walk out again.
Yeah.
However, though, if he's cleared of this, which it's not going to happen this year, it would probably happen sometime next year because the cases won't settle till then.
Does he get put on the exempt list?
Probably.
He should.
He's going to get suspended.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't think that there's any way he can play this year with
No.
all that going on.
He showed up at camp, but he's not going to play. There's no way.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, he
that's
showed
what I was
up
asking.
because he doesn't want to lose money.
Yeah,
he gets fined $50,000 a day that he doesn't show up.
there's no way that he's playing football this year. There's no way. I mean,
really, you don't think so?
no way, because even if they
Okay.
do settle early, I still think that the commissioner is going to deal him a punishment of some sort, even if it's like, 4 games. He's going to miss time this year. There's
He better
no
get
way.
more than 4 games.
There's
Yeah.
no way he can get away with it. Like, there's too much. The NFL will be tarnished. Like right now, they're trying to fight domestic violence and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It would be a horrible look for them. He's going to get something just because of everything that happened. And a settlement would indicate, like, okay, maybe something happened, but they reached an agreement.
I say just give Jalen Hurts a shot.
Give him a
because
chance.
My thing is, like, if Deshaun Watson's available next year, then you can go after him if you want it. Like if Hurts sucks, then you can go after Watson. But then, what's the price tag?
And not for nothing, but if Hurts sucks this year, you have 2, possibly 3 first-round picks next year. So it's like you can still build your team, and you can bet on Jalen Hurts the same manner you would as if Deshaun Watson was coming in. Like it could be basically the same thing, except one, you're bringing in somebody that next year is going to have an enormous cap hit, as opposed to if Jalen Hurts comes in this year and he shows a little bit of promise and you're like, okay, we can grow with him. He can get better. Or you're like, all right, he's really bad. All right, we need to draft a quarterback. Now you have the capital to draft, though.
And I think that's the best option, is to wait a year, because I think his price tag is going to drop. If he doesn't play next year, he's not going to be worth
Yeah, he
three
can't command
first-round
that.
picks.
Yeah.
And his $40 million cap hit, I'm sure a team will restructure his deal.
I don't agree with that part. And I also don't think that his price tag is going to go down. Like right now would be the only time I do think the price tag is down, and that would be the reason why a team would go in now.
If
You
he
think
sits
3
out a
first-round
whole
picks is down?
No, I'm saying it's not going to be less than 3 first-round picks if you wait a year, because he's going to be. We're going under the assumption that he's going to be cleared or settled. It's going to be 3 first-round picks for sure, and the money's going to remain the same.
Bro, I don't give
This
a
is a
fuck. I'm not
franchise
giving up no
quarterback.
3
I
first-round
disagree,
picks for
because I think
Deshaun
the
Watson.
Texans would actually want
And-
they would want to move on.
They're going to want to move
after
on,
a
but
whole
they hold the cards, and there's going to be more teams involved if he's settled. There's going to be more teams involved.
He is. I'll give him that. It will be, because at that point, you can
So
get him
that's-
and insert him, and that's it.
So
And you can
that's the
start
point
playing.
here. But I am saying I'm not doing it until I know it's either settled or he's
It's over.
whatever.
It's over.
So next year it could be settled early. If it's settled early, then I mean it's football. They're gonna do it regardless of how we feel about him as a person. I definitely look at him a little differently right now. I'm surprised. So the person I'm not even talking about, as a football player, he is hands down a top 5 franchise quarterback right now.
Hell no.
Absolutely.
Hell no.
Are you
Emphatically
crazy?
no.
Are you crazy?
No, he's not.
Nick, please, for the love of God, tell me the God's honest truth here. Is Deshaun Watson a franchise quarterback, and is he a top 5 quarterback in this league?
Is he a franchise
Franchise quarterback? Yes. Is he a top 5 quarterback?
No.
Give me some of that.
Yeah. That was chemistry
Hell
right there. Emphatically no.
Yeah.
Are you guys crazy?
No. He's close.
What?
He's close. He's borderline 5.
Yeah, he's hovering at 7. You know where he's right around? He's right around Dak Prescott.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's
It's
7
not even close.
That's 7 to 10 range.
So you would take.
Oh,
So would you take
no.
Deshaun Watson or Josh Allen?
Deshaun Watson, for sure.
What?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The only reason it's not getting talked about now is because everyone's assuming he's not going to play.
Real fast. Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is better than Josh Allen.
I know that. I wasn't saying it in order.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't saying it in
I was
order.
making
No.
sure.
I was just saying that's your top 4. And number 5 could be, I'm missing somebody, I feel like.
Deshaun
No,
Watson.
don't even do that.
No. You love Wentz, but I don't think he's top 5.
He's not a top 5 quarterback.
No debating.
No. This year he'll be a top 10 quarterback. But,
That's tough.
yeah, he's not top
It's
5.
easy
though.
for
Hell
me.
no. Hell no.
It's easy.
Hold on real fast.
It's real easy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a dumb deal because for the Eagles, that is. But the team that makes most sense would be Denver. They don't have a franchise
I
quarterback.
didn't mention Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, Mahomes.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't
Duh.
forget him.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it depends on your stance on Josh Allen. But like I said, he's better than Josh Allen.
No.
I disagree.
How not?
Because I think Josh Allen actually kind of like revitalized Buffalo. Like his play has been phenomenal.
Well, no
His
one's gonna
stats
deny
are
that.
Crazy.
No one's going to deny that,
got a
but he's only
rocket
done it.
arm.
He's done it for 1 year.
He's got a rocket
Deshaun
arm.
Watson's been doing it for years now.
It's weird. Baker Mayfield is 23 and 22 as a starting quarterback.
I don't think Baker's better than Deshaun Watson.
Neither do I, but I'm
It's
just
not
saying.
even close.
No.
Neither do I. But record speaking, they're on the same wavelength. Same wavelength.
Playoff appearances.
Who's got more playoff wins? Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson?
Well, again, now we're getting
Yeah.
back to the team subject here. We're getting back to the team,
I
right?
never see Baker Mayfield blow no 24-0 lead.
That was a disgrace.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
It doesn't matter who you play. If you're up 24 points in the playoff game,
This
you
is,
got to
this
close
is the
that
best
shit.
offense in the
Correct
NFL.
me if I'm wrong, but I remember early February 2021, I watched the Chiefs get the shit beat out of them. I forget that team name. Do you remember who it was that beat them in the Super Bowl?
The Bucks.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Champa Bay.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
You guys are
Tampa Bay.
throwing. Listen. Character aside, you guys are throwing mad shade to a
I like
no-brainer
Watson. It's
top 5
no
quarterback.
shade.
No, this
No
is
shade.
No, see,
Listen,
No shade.
Okay, I didn't even get to finish my stance. If he's cleared or settled, whatever the hell you want to call it, I'm giving up 3 first-rounders in a heartbeat.
And your team's going to be
team's gonna be
trash.
ass.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be garbage.
This is a puzzle piece. That
The Eagles
this is
are no
the,
different than the teams that he's playing on in Houston.
Exactly.
The Eagles would no way. I don't agree with that at all. The Eagles will have a top 5 offensive line if they stay healthy. Their defense, after the Steven Nelson addition, is now underrated. Their defense is underrated.
Okay, you got me there. You got me.
You got Devontae Smith. You got Dallas Goedert. I mean, you got a run game.
Yeah, the problem is though you got a
And you
got a
should.
good quarterback. He's good. He's
Listen,
good. I mean, he's
listen.
28 and 25. He's a smooth 500 quarterback. I would like it.
Listen, it's a
would give-
no-brainer because that is the missing puzzle piece. Like when you don't have a franchise quarterback, you do everything possible to get one.
Yep.
The Eagles gave up their franchise quarterback to acquire one of the picks. So one of the picks to me is like, if I'm getting a franchise quarterback in return, it's house money to me.
The problem is would the Texans take that deal? Hypothetically
Absolutely.
saying, even though
There's no other team that has 3 first-rounders to
but
give.
the Eagles don't actually have 3 first-round picks because it hinges on.
So
Wentz.
even if not, I mean, I'm under the assumption it's going to be.
So am I. But do you think the Texans take if the Eagles say we'll give you our 2 first-round picks plus the Wentz pick?
Yeah.
Do you think they take it even with
Yes.
he has to play 75% of snaps?
Yes, absolutely.
Just 3 first-round picks? That's
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Damn, yo, the
'Cause
Texans
I
would
think
rob
they want
us.
players, too, in return.
Give him Zach Ertz.
No, oh, you're crazy now.
yeah. You're wild.
You gotta wash out the salary somehow, right?
Oh man,
I'm just
we
saying,
got to
like-
go to the next topic because I'm getting heated.
I'm just saying, it's not even a question to get a franchise quarterback that you do it at all costs. And that's like, I like Jalen Hurts. So
But it doesn't
This is a
make
proven
sense
guy.
for the Eagles. It does not make sense for the Eagles. It makes sense
Right
for
now.
Denver.
Right
a team
now.
like Denver makes sense.
Cap wise, this year, like he said, cap wise,
well, also
if you're going to get him,
the
you
other
have to do
thing
it now.
is, I mean, real quick, Jalen Hurts. Let's say he has a good year, but the Eagles aren't sold. At least this also bumps his value up, and they feel comfortable getting rid of him and getting some compensation for him, whether it's in that deal or in another deal.
If he gets
So,
traded
like,
to the Texans, dude, I will feel so bad for Jalen Hurts.
well, at least he's going to start if he does. I mean, right now, like
Yeah, on a
it's-
trash ass squad.
Yeah.
Well, the Eagles with Jalen Hurts might be trash ass squad. You know, I mean, I don't think so, but I'm just saying they could be.
We'll see.
We'll see. I mean, stay tuned, but definitely, I mean, a divisive subject for sure. We want to hear what you guys have to say. Give us some comments.
We need
Hit
a
us
poll.
up on social. I'm
need a
definitely
poll.
going to put this up I'm going to put up a poll for sure. You can look out for that on Wednesday, maybe even,
You might have to put it up tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to see. I know a lot of people are going to be very sensitive to this, and I think Philly's going to be torn 50-50 on this. I mean, no question you want the player, but the person, it's such a challenging situation. So I would stay clear for now.
I agree. He's a good player. It's too risky.
I like that. You caught yourself. Good job.
It's too risky for me. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because he's just not that dude.